Welcome to this episode. Today, we're diving into a really important shift in how we work with AI. AI is everywhere now, but despite all the hype, most people still struggle to get consistent, useful results from it.
Yeah, it's like everyone's trying to use AI tools, but they end up frustrated because the outputs feel generic or just don't hit the mark. And the real kicker is it's not the AI's fault. It's how we think with AI that's the real challenge.
Exactly. And that's what we're unpacking today. A practical system called TAJ. It stands for Think, Ask, Judge, Accomplish. It's designed to move us from random, tool-like use of AI to a thoughtful, collaborative way of working with it.
Right, and this isn't just another prompt guide or a review of AI tools. It's a thinking system that applies across professional and personal contexts. So whether you're managing projects, coding, learning, or even making life decisions, TAJ gives you a structured way to engage with AI.
So let's start with the core problem. Most people jump straight into typing prompts without really knowing what they want. They throw vague or random prompts at AI, hoping for magic, then accept whatever comes back without much scrutiny. And often, they don't even act on the outputs.
That's what the author calls prompt chaos. It's this frustrating cycle. Unclear intent leads to weak prompts, which produce generic outputs, which leads to retrying and more frustration. It's like chasing your own tail.
Yeah, and a big part of the problem is treating AI like a search engine. People are like, oh, just ask a question and get an answer. But AI isn't search. It's a thinking partner that mirrors how you think.
That distinction is huge. The document talks about two types of users: tool users and AI thinkers. Tool users focus on prompts, chase perfect wording, and rely on luck. AI thinkers start with clarity, structure their requests, evaluate responses critically, and apply the results.
So the shift is clear. Start with think, not ask. Before you even type a prompt, get clarity on what you want.
That's the heart of TAJ. Let's break down each step. First, think. This is about defining your goal, your audience, the output format, and any constraints before you engage AI.
And it's surprising how often people skip this. They just jump in and type something like, write a report on AI, and get back a generic, unfocused response.
Right, but if you pause and think, who is this for? What's the goal? What format do I want? Then your prompt becomes something like, act as a project manager. Write a one-page report on how AI improves team productivity. Use bullet points. Keep it practical.
And that makes all the difference. The output is focused, relevant, and actually usable. It's a simple mental model. Clarity creates speed and quality.
I love that. It's counterintuitive because people rush for speed, but clarity actually speeds things up by reducing retries.
Then comes ASK, the structured prompting. This is where you translate your clear thinking into a prompt with 4 key elements: role, context, output, and constraints.
Exactly. AI doesn't read your mind. If you say write about leadership, that's too vague. But if you say act as a leadership coach, give 5 practical leadership tips for new managers. Use bullet points. Keep it simple. You get something focused and actionable.
And prompting isn't a one-shot deal. You refine your prompts progressively. Start broad, then add details, constraints, and context to improve the output.
That iterative approach is crucial. It's not about perfect prompts on the first try, but evolving them.
Now, judge is where many people stumble. They see an AI output that looks good and just copy-paste it without thinking.
That's risky because A, I can sound confident, but still be inaccurate, incomplete, or misleading. I is a generator of possibilities, not a source of absolute truth.
So after every response, ask yourself 3 questions. Is this correct? Is this useful? What is missing?
And if you find gaps or errors, you refine the output by asking AI to improve it, add examples, simplify, or highlight risks.
Treat AI like a smart but imperfect assistant. Your judgment is critical.
Then finally, accomplish. This is where most people stop. They get the output, feel satisfied, and do nothing.
But output is an outcome. Real success is when you use the AI output to get results.
So you decide what you'll actually use. Act immediately. don't wait for perfection, and then improve by iterating with AI again.
Like if you get 10 content ideas, don't just save them. Pick one, ask AI to expand it, create the content, and publish.
It's the mindset of progress over perfection. The action loop is think, ask, judge, act, improve.
So TAJ is a cycle, not a checklist you tick once.
Beyond TAJ, there's AIYING, which stands for Accomplishing with AI. It's about making AI outputs simple, actionable, and immediately usable.
The 2-second rule is a great way to think about it. If you look at an AI output and ask, what do I do now? It's failed.
Right. Complex, overwhelming outputs kill execution. AIYING pushes for simple, stepwise instructions that drive immediate action.
So you train yourself to ask AI to simplify, give steps, and make outputs actionable.
And then there's instant stories, which humanize AI outputs. Even clear and actionable outputs can fail if they don't connect emotionally or aren't memorable.
Stories trigger emotion and mental imagery, making ideas stick. The structure is simple: situation, action, realization.
Like the example where Ravi types quickly, gets generic answers, then pauses, thinks clearly, asks better, and gets better results. Same idea, but now you can see it, feel it, and remember it.
Stories turn knowledge into memory, which is key for applying what you learn.
So TAJ helps you think, AIYING helps you act, and instant stories help you connect and remember.
Now, building your personal AI system means integrating these into daily workflows, not just occasional use.
Identify repeat tasks, emails, planning, content creation, and systemize them with TAJ. Define goals, create prompt templates, judge outputs, and act consistently.
Consistency beats intensity. Small daily habits compound into faster work, better quality, and more confidence.
And there's an identity shift from someone who uses AI occasionally to someone who thinks and acts with AI daily.
Looking ahead, the AI age isn't about tools or platforms. It's about the skill of thinking effectively with AI.
The divide will be between users who get average results and thinkers who apply TAJ and get superior outcomes.
The 4 critical skills are clarity, structured asking, judgment, and execution. These aren't new, but they become essential now.
So instead of asking which tool should I learn, ask, how can I think better with AI?
The future belongs to those who think with AI, not just use it.
Let's look at some real-world examples. A project manager improved email clarity and team alignment by applying TAJ, thinking about the goal, asking for a clear email, judging the output, and sending it immediately.
A professional stuck in decision paralysis used TAJ to compare options, evaluate pros and cons, and make a confident choice quickly.
A developer moved from blindly copying code to understanding bugs by thinking about the problem, asking AI for explanations, judging the solution, and then implementing it.
A student shifted from rote memorization to deep learning by defining what they needed to understand, asking for simple explanations and examples, judging their understanding and practicing.
And a content creator turned overwhelming ideas into published posts by picking one idea, expanding it, and acting.
Across all these cases, the AI and tasks stayed the same. What changed was the user's thinking approach.
So the takeaway is clear. AI isn't the bottleneck. Our thinking is.
TAJ isn't just a method. It's a way of living and working with AI.
And the best time to start applying it is now. Pick one task, apply, think, ask, judge, accomplish, and see the difference.
Because knowledge alone doesn't change outcomes. Disciplined execution does.
So to wrap up, think clearly, ask well, judge wisely, act consistently.
That's the real power of working with AI.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope this gives you a fresh perspective on how to collaborate with AI more effectively.
Until next time, keep thinking with AI.